time for another Las Vegas buffet review. Today we are back here at the Wynn because it has been over 3 years since we've tried the brunch buffet. I'm sure a bunch of the items have changed, price has changed a little bit. I have widely said that this is my absolute favorite buffet. Does brunch still hold up? Let's find out. All right, we just got seated here at Wynn Brunch Buffet. Now there are 2 lines. There's the standby line and priority seating. Priority seating is if you paid ahead and made a reservation. I suggest that. It's just faster. We've waited in the standby line before. It wasn't horrible, but still. So this buffet is open every day from 8 to 1 p.m. and the price is $60. I do think it has gone up since the last time we were here. So with tax, tip, you're talking a little over 120 bucks for the both of us for an all-you-can-eat. We will see what they have on offer. I was already looking around at some other people's food and I see things that they definitely didn't have a few years ago. I'm excited to try some new stuff. All right, there are some gorgeous pastries here. Some of these look savory, like this looks like a tomato and cheese. I want to give that a shot. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so they do have a baked cod and a stuffed sole fillet. It's a little early for fish for me this morning. However, I will try the Maryland crab and spinach dip. That sounds good. Crab I can handle right now. So there's a classic eggs Benedict, but then there's a Maine lobster Benedict. I feel like you guys are gonna want me to try that one out and see how it is. Oh, scrambled eggs and chorizo sausage. Oh, I'm so hungry. This is gonna be amazing. Get some of that. Next door we've got pork tamale and they just put out this chicken enchiladas. Look at how gorgeous this looks. Woo! Yes. Potatoes bravas. These look really good too. Let's get a couple of those. Okay, let's get some plantains. I'm gonna grab extra because Mr. Ruby loves these and we'll stop there. All right, we grabbed our first plates. I'm not gonna lie, we were like ravenous, so we did grab a lot. So we skipped over right away the salad section. There's fruit, salad, soups, and then next to that there's charcuterie, and over there they had some beautiful pastry. I am gonna start, however, right away with this lobster Benedict because I feel like that needs to be eaten immediately. Super runny egg here, nicely poached, really gorgeous. There is a English muffin underneath, and then I'm seeing chunks of lobster. So let's give this one a go. So I am never one to order eggs Benedict, but this one is very good. The lobster cream sauce on the top has big pieces of lobster that I'm tasting. They taste really fresh. It's really good. That's the dominant flavor, is the lobster. The egg is perfect. It's perfectly poached. Absolutely gorgeous. The muffin is getting a little bit like tough, I think, from sitting in the thing. It looked like not a lot of people had eaten it yet. They maybe need to switch that out. But overall, like, the flavor is overwhelmingly good. I really enjoy it. If you like lobster, I think you're gonna absolutely love this dish. I am gonna make a conceited effort to try to like grab the big ticket items or more expensive things like lobster to see if you guys get your money's worth. Another thing that I wanted to show that I was really impressed with is like the viennoiserie over there looks absolutely amazing. I have my pastry degree in that, and making this kind of dough is difficult. So I want to try this one. It looks like it's maybe either a bechamel or a goat cheese with tomato, and then it's got like the beautiful croissant dough. So let's give this a shot. Oh, I really like that. Oh my gosh. The grape tomato has been blistered, so it's like soft. The pastry is excellent. A lot of air pockets, which is really good. And the cheese in here, like the goat cheese, oh. I'm so excited for dessert because I feel like this is one of the more difficult things to make for a pastry chef, and I can just tell everything is gonna be so good. This is excellent. Don't skip the pastries for sure. Okay, I handed my plate off to Mr. Ruby. We do share everything. I feel like I need to reiterate that. However, someone did ask, we do still have to pay for 2 people. But I just grab enough for both. Let's try this Maryland crab dip with spinach. Again, I'm trying to reach out for like seafoody stuff. Baked fish this morning did not sound great, but let's give this a shot. It's got like a crostini bread here. It's got gorgeous color.
Yeah. I think I did try regular.
Oh, you're really gonna like that. It's like a spinach and artichoke dip. I'm tasting more of that than I'm tasting crab, although I do see pieces of crab in here. Like I see chunks of it. Let me try to get another bite. The crusty bread is so crispy, crunchy. It really stands up against the heaviness of the dip. One thing that I'm really impressed about with this, I will say, is that it's not super salty, which I think is kind of difficult to do with these. I feel like dips just kind of end up being that way. This, I'm tasting really delicate flavors coming through of the spinach, the crab is coming through. It's just really balanced and really good, and texturally it's good. It's a good dish. Give that to him, he's gonna love that. All right. I definitely went overboard in the Spanish section, but like for breakfast, I absolutely love Mexican food. It's like, oh, it's my favorite. We're gonna try the chorizo and scrambled eggs. I'm seeing spinach in here. I'm seeing tomatoes, chorizo, and eggs. This looks divine. Let's give it a go. So that's just right up my alley. That's exactly what I want for breakfast. The chorizo is very well seasoned. It's got a lot of like spice to it. I would say in terms of kick, there's a little kick, a little bit of a chili heat, but it's nothing crazy overpowering. The tomato and the spinach definitely cool it down. There's a little bit of onion in here as well. The scrambled eggs are very standard. Like there's nothing incredible going on there, but with the chorizo sausage, which tastes really good, really high quality, I'm very happy with this. It's yum. Yum. To go with our scrambled eggs, let's try the tamale. This is a pork tamale. Looks so good. I could eat 87 tamales in one sitting if given the chance, so this is gonna be amazing. Let's give it a shot. The tamale is very good too. Small bit of kick, little bit, kind of just in the front of my mouth, nothing overwhelming or crazy. The pork is shredded, it's very soft. Very mild flavor to the pork. There's just that little bit of heat at the end there. And the actual masa is very nice. It's light and fluffy. It's well cooked. Like I said, this, like, there's nothing crazy going on here, but it's just very solid, very delicious. It's well seasoned. Okay, I'm excited about the chicken enchilada. They brought this out right as we were standing there, and it looked just gorgeous. So delish. Okay, I'm seeing the layers of the tortilla, shredded chicken, peppers, onions. Here we go. Tons of chicken. I mean, just so much chicken stuff in here. There's a really nice like cream sauce on this. I think this actually has more kick than the other two, unless it's just compounding. This one's actually got a little bit of heat. That's lovely. There's some lightness to these like green onions on the top that I'm really appreciating. And then the tortilla is just nice and soft in between the layers of that shredded chicken. Yeah, this has got a kick. This is very good. Mr. Ruby's appreciating it too. I know you guys sometimes want to hear his input. He's enjoying himself back there. The chicken enchilada is good. This might actually be maybe my favorite of them because it has the most kick, even though I do love tamales. Let's try this potatoes bravas. So it looks like a hash brown kind of formed into a little cake here. They put a tiny bit of a crema on the top. Let's give them a shot. Really lovely texture, very crunchy on the outside. Inside has that shredded hash brown. Could be a little softer, if I'm being honest. Seasoned really nicely, but overall very standard in terms of just like a breakfast potato. I would probably skip it unless you want to like mush it up into your chicken enchilada and kind of cool it down a little bit. Now that would be a good play. Man, of those, I think they were all really good, but the chicken enchilada is really doing it for me. I think that was probably the best. And then, of course, we love plantains. Like, we are plantain people. I grabbed 2 of those right away just so he could eat some of it before we even got started, so as not to torture the cameraman. Here. I love fried plantains so much. It's just that, like, really sweet caramelized sweetness. And then they put the frijoles underneath with the Mexican cheese. Ugh, delish. So good. So everything we had was honestly pretty darn good. I do think that lobster benedict is a standout, and that crab dip was really great. Obviously, the pastry I was impressed with. The Mexican food has all been very good. A little on the spicy side for those of you who are spice averse. I would say we're gonna finish this up, but he's pretty much already eaten everything, so we're gonna go and get another plate. OMG. Ube banana French toast. Belgian waffle with looks like chocolate chips and whipped cream on the top. Oh my gosh. Country biscuits and gravy, and they already put the gravy on for me. I don't have to be all clumsy and mess it up like I always do. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, steak and eggs, absolutely yes. Oh my gosh, more pastry. They have these donuts, these mochi donuts. I want one of these. These are truffle potatoes au gratin. Oh my god. Cinnamon roll banana Foster. Oh my god. All right, the most juicy looking bacon I've ever seen. Yum. Breakfast tot with bacon and eggs. All right, we skipped the rest of what was over at the Mexican station. There's still a ton of other options there. There's a lot of food, so I'm gonna just try to pick and choose. Wow, a lot of breakfast sweets, which I don't even know if I'm gonna want dessert after this, but that's okay because I'm gonna start with this ube banana French toast. It looks so incredible. It looks so soft and moist. It cut apart with like no effort whatsoever. Let's give this a shot. So the French toast isn't as moist as I was expecting, but you have this ube cream drizzled all over it and this other like just like a nice vanilla cream sauce on top, and those are kind of drenching it. I love ube. It's like a very delicate, soft sweetness, which doesn't overwhelm. You're primarily getting like a really solid, delicious piece of banana bread with just a light sweet drizzle on the top. That's perfect for me in terms of like a breakfast sweet. It's not too much, you know? I think some of these other ones, I'm gonna end up in a sugar coma, but the French toast is very good. I liked that. Let's try this biscuits and gravy. This is a Mr. Ruby favorite. I love that they already have the gravy on top. I can't be bothered to like put it together myself. The gravy looks amazing. I'm seeing tons of chives and fresh parsley over the top. Impressed with their ability to control the salt level, particularly on something like biscuits and gravy. The biscuit is so light, so fluffy and airy. I was not expecting that. It looks dense. It was like melting, falling apart in my mouth. Good. The gravy is perfectly smooth. Yeah, good sweetness, good salt level, good texture, very solid biscuits and gravy. Both of those dishes were really good. Truffle potato au gratin. This looks like it also has the same gravy over the top, but when I cut into the potato, I can see pieces of truffle. I can smell it. So that is insanely exciting. Let's give it a go. That is so ridiculously good. There are pieces of truffle in here. I'm getting a ton of truffle flavor. I love that. The au gratin are sliced so nice and thin that the potatoes are basically just like silk. Like they're just falling apart. So creamy. The gravy on the top is a really nice compliment. That is the best thing I've eaten yet. That is so incredibly delicious. 10 out of 10 on the truffle potato. Oh my gosh. Wow. Woo. Okay, let's try the steak and eggs. The steak and eggs have a chimichurri sauce over the top, which I can see on top of the steak. Should give us a little bit of lightness to what otherwise would be very heavy. The steak already was cut up a little bit for us, which is nice. I'm gonna see how the texture is. Let's give it a go. A lot of chimichurri flavor there. A ton of brightness. It might be a little too much, I will say. It's kind of overpowering the other flavors of like the egg and the steak. The cut of steak is good. Like it's easy to chew. It's almost giving me like a roast more than steak, if that makes sense. It doesn't really taste like true steak that you cut into to me. It tastes more like a roast flavor. This is good, but I think there's just a little too much chimichurri that's overpowering it personally. Okay, let's try their bacon. The bacon looks astoundingly delicious. They also have a breakfast sausage if you want it. I also saw plain scrambled eggs if that's your jam and you just want normal scrambled eggs. Excellent quality bacon, salty, chewy, deliciousness, so good. Okay, let's try this potato here. This is like a cheddar and bacon potato tater tot thing. Also looks like it has this gravy, so they really like their gravy. Let's give this a go. That potato is ridiculously good too. Oh my god. This is what I was looking for in the potatoes bravas. Like this, it's crunchy on the outside. The inside is so soft. It's like mashed potatoes. It's so delicate. I'm getting a little hint of a bacon flavor. I'm not seeing any bacon, but I can taste it. And cheddar cheese coming through. Ooh, both of these potato dishes were so good. And I love the portion because like I can go get another one if I want, but I don't have to, and it's a nice small amount. That is delish. Wow. Okay. Both the potatoes are getting a 10 out of 10. I had a bacon fiend over there steal the rest of the bacon. Let's try, he's not ashamed. Let's try this mochi donut. So these donuts are a little bit different texturally than what you're gonna find with like a traditional donut. They're a little bit more, I don't wanna say rubbery, but kind of like a mochi texture. It's something that's kind of difficult to explain. It's almost like a boiled dough texture, if that makes sense. And then there's gonna be icing on the top. Let's try. If you've never tried a donut like this, I highly recommend it. The texture is so different. They're very chewy, like a pastry. It's just got this totally unique texture to it that's different than another donut. But then the icing is very classic. It's very much just your classic donut icing. Nice and sweet. Actually a very delicate sweetness. It's not like crazy overwhelming like the French toast was. Like really smooth, really delicate, and nice. That is good. And they look amazing. 10 out of 10 to the pastry team. They continue to crush it. Okay, 2 more sweet items. Oh my goodness. I am going to have a sugar coma by the time we are done here, you guys. We're gonna have to go to carving meat after this, by the way. Don't fret. Belgian waffle, what looks like it is coated in icing and chocolate chips and sprinkles. I think this is maybe meant for someone who is not me, maybe like a child, but here we go. If you bring your kid, they're gonna absolutely love that. Wow. Okay. The waffle itself, very airy, very light. The outside's crisp, but then it's just this fluffy, delicious air. And then you're just getting overpowered by marshmallow sugar. So like for a child, absolutely. The waffle itself is actually really good. On the other end of sweets, by the way, they also have a station where they're doing like make your own pancake and make your own sticky bun. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to tackle more sweets after this, but that's okay. This is a sticky bun, a cinnamon roll. I think it's a citrus cinnamon roll. Looks ooey, gooey, perfection. I'm gonna eat the center and we'll try that. The cinnamon bun is killer as well. Wow. Tiny little citrus note there. The pastry is so delicate, it's so perfect. Crumbling apart, great texture. The cinnamon sugar is actually not insanely, overwhelmingly sweet. The only thing here that I was like, wow, that is too sweet for me is the waffle with the marshmallow fluff on the top. The donut, the French toast, they have this nice, light, breakfasty sweetness that isn't like a dessert, if you get what my drift. I liked everything. The only thing that it really wasn't for me besides the sugary waffle was the steak and eggs. The potatoes in this round were absolutely incredible 10 out of 10s. So, gonna let Mr. Ruby eat some of this and we will go to the carving meats. Hi! Could I get some of the turkey, please, and the banana chicken?
Turkey?
Yes, please. Oh, thank you. Okay, we got the rotisserie and we got herb roasted turkey. Let's try some of this banana chicken. I'll get a little bit of that. That looks good. Yes, pork loin, please. Wow. Look at that. Thank you. I would love some of this steamed shit. Wagyu beef. Yeah, oh my gosh. Infused with garlic butter. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. And then I'll also try the brisket, please.
Brisket?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, of course.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Okay, it's everybody's favorite time, carving meats. This is where a lot of the money is, obviously. I'm gonna be too full for pizza after this. I just know it. I always get full at the carving meats, you guys. All right, we'll start with the lighter meats. So I'm gonna try out this turkey first, herb turkey. It cut really easily with my butter knife that you are provided. Here we go. Super moist. If someone served that at Thanksgiving, I would absolutely be in heaven. That is really great. Really delicate flavor. I'm just tasting herbs, a lot of gentle herbs. And just like overall very moist bird. Very good. Very solid. Let's try this rotisserie chicken. This looks good. They had another chicken. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm going to try this rotisserie one though. Here we go. Again, incredibly moist meat. Like very moist, very light. They're really not over seasoning any of this meat. They're really letting like the cooking process of the rotisserie be what is the standout here. The meat cuts really easily. It's very soft, very delicate. So the white meats are very light, nothing crazy heavy, no intense flavors. So I think that'll really appeal to a lot of people. They are good. Okay, let's get to the ones I'm really excited about. I'm gonna try this herb pork. So this is herb crusted pork, and I swear I'm smelling truffle. Like I swear I can smell it. I don't know where it's coming from. Let me give this a go. So with the pork, we're getting a much fattier meat. It's chewy, but it's still like very nicely prepared where it is like melting apart after I'm chewing it. This herb like crust that they've got in here, I think it's mushrooms, like porcini mushrooms, that they've layered with tons of flavor, tons of seasoning. And that seasoning is really cutting through the fattiness of this pork. Ooh, it's making it really nice actually. All of these are cutting really well. I'm not having a ton of issues like cutting through the meat or anything. It's all pretty much falling apart in my mouth. That one's good. I like that pork. I wouldn't even usually pick pork, but I feel like it has a lot more flavor than what the white meats were doing. Okay, I'm gonna try the brisket next. I'm saving the best for last, that Wagyu steamship. Saving that for the end. Okay, let's give the brisket a shot. It looks really nice. Oh yeah, whatever they brined it in, kind of like a jus, you know that flavor? That nice salty, meaty flavor that's coming through. I can like smell the meat, if that makes sense. The texture is excellent. The brisket is absolutely crumbling apart. Very, very moist brisket. So delicate. Ooh, okay. The grand finale. A Wagyu garlic infused steamship. I really like steamship. It's one of my favorite cuts on the carvings. I'm ready. Here we go. Once again, texture is incredible. Falling apart, melting in my mouth, delicate, really rich steamship. I'm getting a little bit of the garlic. It's not crazy, it's not overpowering. Really, I'm just getting the flavor from the meat coming through there. I will say, I think I might like the brisket a little better. That one might have won me over as opposed to like the steamship just for the sake of the flavor maybe there, or how juicy that one is. But this steamship nonetheless is very good. All of the meats were incredibly solid. There's not one that I think was weaker than the other, but I would say my favorite was probably the brisket. If you're a carving meat person, I do think you'll absolutely be getting your money's worth here. Salmon and avocado is my favorite sushi. I don't know how they knew I was coming, but I'm so excited about that. And then over here they have a paradise roll with spicy tuna, shrimp, and garlic ponzu. Oh, unagi roll. Unagi is eel. Let's get some of that. All right, shrimp test. The classic Mr. Ruby shrimp test. Here we go. A salmon poke bowl. Yum. Sure, let's try that. Okay, I have hit a hard wall after eating all of the carving meat. I knew that was gonna happen. So like I said, things we did not try today. They have a whole bunch of salads. They have pasta salads over there. The fruit looks incredible. They have antipasti and soups. To go with the carving meats, I also saw that they had like a couple of different veggies. They also had some macaroni and cheese over there. Like I said, a couple of fish options. There's also an entire Asian section where they have fried rice and Asian beef and some pot stickers and dumplings. I really just wanted to focus on trying the sushi for you guys because sushi is a big ticket item, and I think this is another way that if you are looking to get your money's worth on the buffet, this is definitely a way to do it. Although fresh fruit in Vegas is incredibly expensive, so if you pile up on fruit, that's gonna help. First things first, shrimp test. The Mr. Ruby patented shrimp test. I feel like we need merch that says like Mr. Ruby shrimp test or something. I don't know, I'm gonna have to workshop that, but big thumbs up. Big thumbs up on the shrimp. That was really the only seafood that I saw out. I didn't see any crab legs or anything. I don't know if they ever had those. I don't remember, it was so long ago. Let's try the sushi, like we like to call it in our household. Salmon and avocado rolls are my absolute favorite, so I'm gonna start there. The sushi is very good, you guys. The rice is good. All of the fish tastes very fresh. And they have like some interesting rolls. They're not just doing like a veggie roll and a spicy tuna roll. Like there's other stuff there. They even have nigiris out. So if you're into Japanese, if you're into sushi, you can absolutely get really good bites of that. All right, one more thing I forgot. We gotta try the poke bowl. Let's give this a go. So it's salmon poke. Looks like they've got some sriracha mayo in here. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's really good. Whatever they marinated the salmon in, it's got a really nice flavor. The salmon there is really delicious. The rice is a little bit like plumped up. They probably use sushi rice for that, and it's just got kind of like gelatinized. But the actual salmon in that is delish. So overall, I thought the sushi offerings were good. I am gonna finish this up, and then I will pick out a couple of desserts for you guys. Okay, so they have a sugar-free carrot cake. There's a flourless chocolate cake. That actually looks amazing. I'm gonna grab one of those. And then the citrus cake really caught my eye. This looks absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna grab that. Oh my gosh. Are those peanut butter cups?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I want that one, please.
And you shall have it.
Yes, all right. I am gonna try the vegan maple tapioca. I must do a creme brulee test. And then this is a ube cheesecake. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I said I was only gonna grab a couple, but there are so many incredible desserts. First of all, the displays in there are so gorgeous. Atmosphere is really big for me, so the atmosphere in this buffet always plays a part for me. But in terms of selection, oh my gosh. I mean, they have sugar-free, flourless, vegan. They have sweets that are like fruit desserts. Wow. There is just so much to choose from over there. Everything looked amazing. I have grabbed quite a few things. Now, they had a make your own crepes section as well as a make your own s'more, real homemade marshmallows, Hershey's cups, and it also looked like they made the Hershey's cups themselves too. Wow, all on top of a graham cracker with caramel sauce. Holy cow. All right, we're going for it. I am cutting into it. It's gonna be messy. Here we go, you guys. The best s'more I've ever eaten in my life. Oh my god. Those are homemade peanut butter cups, I can tell. The chocolate is so decadent and rich, all on top of a crispy graham cracker. Wow, what more do you need? I am going to be in a true coma by the time I'm done here from sugar. Oh, the s'more was so good. Okay, let's try the citrus cake. I grabbed this because it was absolutely beautiful looking. All of them look stunning. I mean, the presentation's amazing. Here we go. That one is incredible too, but it's the complete opposite. The cake is so light and airy and fluffy and very like lightly sweet, and then a punch of citrus, like a really nice strong grapefruit flavor coming through. There's like a grapefruit jam in the middle, so it's like a nice light delicate dessert versus that like super rich chocolate. Also fantastic. Fantastic. So good. Everything sweet that we've eaten has been like incredible on this buffet. Oh my gosh. All right, let's try the flourless chocolate cake. That looks too gorgeous to eat. I don't even want to cut into this, but I will. Let's see how this is. Oh. Straight dark chocolate decadence. It tastes like dark chocolate fudge. The cake is really thick. It's sweet, but in a really rich dark chocolate way. They're all amazing. They're all so good. Okay. Creme brulee crack test. It's been a while. I don't know if it's gonna crack. It was sitting there. Let's see. It totally cracked. Oh my gosh. Well done, guys. Round of applause. Round of applause to Pastry, as always. Absolutely crushing it. And no, I'm not biased to the fact that this is what I used to do for a living. Not at all. Okay. Let's try the creme brulee. It has nice, crispy, crunchy cracks on top. It's absolutely perfect. Every dessert here has been perfect. Blows me away. Let's try the vegan maple tapioca. Ooh, this looks like it's gonna be nice and light. There's a raspberry on top and pistachios. Here we go. That is nice and light. Like we had our nice, rich, heavy creme brulee that was absolute perfection, and now we have this nice, light tapioca pearls and this like soft, cream that's kind of got a slight maple flavor, but it's not overly poweringly sweet. It tastes very delicate. That's probably because of like the almond milk or whatever they're using as like the binder. That's lovely too. All right, last one. Also, they have gelato. Sometimes when we're done filming, I go back and get gelato. I don't think that's gonna happen this time. I am simply too full, but they have a huge variety of gelato as well. Ube cheesecake, because Mr. Ruby said, I thought you already had ube. Yeah, I love ube. That's why I'm having the ube cheesecake. It's my favorite. Look how purple it is. Here we go. Primarily, it tastes like a real true cheesecake. Ube is such a light flavor. The cream cheese base is what's coming through the most, but it's a perfect cheesecake. These are perfect. Everything is so amazing. I think the creme brulee, the citrus cake, and that s'more are the best in terms of unique and just like perfection, but they're all amazing. I mean, seriously, so good. We're gonna share these and finish up. All right, just finished up here at the buffet at Wynn. Wow, we ended on a strong note with the desserts, but I gotta say, everything we ate was good. I don't think we had a single bad thing, honestly. They've changed a lot of the selection, and I liked a lot of the new items. I just think, personally, the presentation, atmosphere, the variety and the quality are just that step above, and I think that this is the best buffet in Las Vegas right now, even 3 years later. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll catch you guys all in our next.